Nishimura, the lady who got out to the early lead this week after going through her first 9 holes in 34 strokes. She birdied the first 2 holes here at Fields Ranch East.
This again, that will feed down towards this hole location today. Much more accessible. Expect we're going to be talking about more birdies on this hole versus yesterday.
Up to 4. And Nishimura for birdie. Oh, well done. Second birdie we've seen there today, Paige, but
as the moisture has left this golf course.
Oh, over at the 4th, this is Minami Katsu. And 2 over on her day so far. She bogeyed both of those par 5s in the opening 3 holes, but's put herself in good position for a bounce-back birdie there at the 4th.
A factor here with the second shots on the 5th hole all week. Big first bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, pitching it far enough short, and that is perfection from Lydia Ko. What a shot that is. Sawanapura kind of pushing it to the limit here off the tee. Many players have figured out now that they need to pitch this ball a long way short of the green.
Compared to losing strokes on the greens on Thursday.
Oh yeah, what a response.
From over 40 feet, yeah, a quick smile and a good bounce back birdie. Said her preparation for this week wasn't spent in the gym like it is usually. She actually spent a bit of time with her sister.
So that will get back to her back to 2 over. And it's really going to depend on what those players do at the top of the leaderboard and how difficult the conditions are as the day continues.
Let's see if Katsu can capitalize on that tee shot. Yeah, another birdie, Paige, at the 4th.
It's a very different story today.
But it's been working well with her physio and says it's not bothering her too much on the golf course. To 5.
Sawanapura for birdie. Yeah, 2 birdies from that pairing there. That's unusual on this hole. Kang now for a birdie. Yep.
Really nicely played. That is the play off the 7th tee to drive it right, just short of the green right.
Grace Kim on the tee. Short hole today, just over 100 yards, and that flag perched on the front of the green. This could be very good. When you stand on the tee there.
Oh, good job.
What a putt.
And we do get the 6th par of the day.
The winner last week at the Maya LPGA Classic, Carlota Segunda.
There you go.
So only a few players under par today.
Of survival and just not shooting yourself out of this championship.
Now Brooke to save par. Oh, has she done it again?
Wow, beautiful.
Those are 2 big par saves.
The Evian Championship. Let's go to 12.
Oh, this is Jenny Shin for birdie. Oh, nicely done. She said earlier on this week she thinks if you can carry it 240 off the tee, that would be an advantage here. 10 shots better today, from a 78 to a 68. It was Grace's lowest career round in a major after a very early alarm call. To the 3rd.
Nellie's 3rd shot.
Yeah, a little wedge on the way.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good
nice
one. Chance to bounce back after the bogey start for Nellie Corder.
And if those divots weren't enough to tell you, that is where a lot of the balls have been running off to. Back at the 6th, this is Mary Liu's 2nd. Another tough hole, the toughest so far this week. Oh! Wow, that would have changed things a little.
Looks like it's on a good line.
Yeah, well done.
I tell you what's so interesting out here in this kind of wind is you can hit a shot like you expected to.
And while the putting performance was the headline on Thursday, really the ball striking was the improved part of her game yesterday. She'll go out a little bit later on, 1:25 p.m. Eastern time. That's Nelly Corder for birdie at the 4th. Let's go to the second and find Maya Stark with her second. Just 151 yards uphill into this very high green. And that is how you do it.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
And another one putt for Brooke.
A good start to her round. She's made a couple of big par saves at the first and second. Gets the first birdie of her day there at
The way it's playing right now. At the 11th, Megan Kang for birdie. That's 3 birdies in a row. Not sure how many times we'll see that today. And in fact,
That looks good.
yeah, wonderful shot there from Nelly, and it could well be another birdie. Trying to get it back to where she started the day 7 years ago. It doesn't happen very often. And as Alice Miller told us a little earlier, unlikely to happen with the way the forecast is projected. Long range putts go in. See if another one can snake into the hole. Yes! So Hedgen Choi gets it back to level par, 6 behind.
It's hard to believe that it could get stronger and harder than it was the first couple days, but it sure has. And on this 4th hole, different than yesterday, can use the contour. Look at this.
And in! An ace! In slow motion, but real time.
And Nelly Corder on the tee had a long wait here. 4 groups on this hole. They're trying to call the players up to speed things through a bit more. Drivable par 4 with the breeze.
So that whole location today, Tom, this is a beautiful shot right here. Not easy.
Well, while we have a moment, let's head up to the booth. Terry and Morgan with a special guest. Here's Nelly's chance at a birdie. Okay, so Nelly's made 3 birdies already today to go along with 3 bogeys. Angel Yin for a birdie at 7, that short par 4. Flag today cut on the little finger that juts out on the left of the green. Nicely done for Angel, so she gets back to 3 over. Go ahead to the 15th, and Lydia Ko on this drivable par 4 today.
She was fortunate, Tom, to end up in that green side bunker there.
Seventh hole, drivable this week with the strong breeze. You can see 317 yards on the card, and still players have been knocking it on the putting green. Check where that one is. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! There was almost a hole in one.
How did that end up there?
For a 2 here. Player who's 4th in eagles made on the LPGA Tour this season. Yelimi No makes one there, so gets back a couple of the shots that she's dropped over the first 5 holes. Go to the tee at the 7th, and Austin Kim.
Players want to keep it up the right side as much as possible.
Trying to run it through that gully. Has enough now, has to put the brakes on. And I think it's going to. That's going to be a wonderful tee shot from Austin Kim. We just saw the eagle from Yelimi No, and Austin Kim is going to have a very similar distance.
Yeah, Nelly has about 115 to the hole. Little sawed-off finish and an awesome shot from Nelly.
Birdie this hole on Thursday.
A chance for birdie. might drift off to the right a little bit, but second birdie in the last 4 holes for Leona.
Slow putt here into the wind as well. Such an aggressive putter, would like a putt just like that.
Flag stick moving around in the wind.
Yeah, this is a very difficult pitch shot here. A little mound she has to contend with, and this is nicely done. I thought she was going to have to land it on Nellie's ball mark as the only spot she could land it to get it close. And
Here, using her arm there to try and really be square. Oh, goodness.
Missed opportunity for Austin Kim trying to make her first eagle of the week, but it is going to be a birdie and her first birdie of the day, so getting 1 shot back. Brianna Doe for a birdie at the 9th. Brianna's a journeywoman player who's been playing back and forth between the LPGA and the Epsom Tour this year, and made that hole-in-one at the 4th today. I hope that these players realize that they're not out of it, even though they're maybe 3 or 4 over. You still got a chance. Hye-Jin Choi for a birdie. She goes out 37. We'll go over to the 9th. Huang. Huang. Oh yes, nicely done. Player who got in off the Rolex rankings, plays her golf on the Korean.
There is not a hole where, or a shot where you can take a break. You never feel like you can catch your breath on this golf course today.
Steph Kyriakou tee shot at 15, looking for a good one here. And that will set up an eagle putt for Steph Kyriakou. She's just gone double bogey bogey, so an eagle would come at just the right time for the Australian. This is Ray Shin Liu for a birdie. Yeah, gets her to 3 over par.
Like it started significantly to the right there.
Oh,
Rode
wow.
the wind around perfectly.
Look at that. She hit a great shot in here yesterday, made birdie, and again today.
One of the best we've seen at the par 3 8th.
She birdied this hole and 9 late last night to pull away from the field.
So you're saying it's possible at 8.
Gino is not just saying it's possible, proving it's possible.
Breaking through with her first birdie and the first one at that hole all day.
Miyu Yamashita for her birdie. Yeah, well done. 23-year-old from Osaka, Japan.
It's right there so many times. 13.
It's Brianna Doe on the team. Remember, she had a hole-in-one earlier in the round. And it's going to have another. No, she's not going to have another one, is she? What a shot from Brianna Doe.
Third from the bunker at 18 for Roning in.
So she can bounce back from that 3-putt double on the previous.
The answer is yes. Emphatically. Here, catch this.
11th Yamashita for birdie.
It's a new putter that she has put in the bag this week.
Good decision.
She constantly changes her putter, but said that this new one feels really good on these greens here this week.
There's a large mound between her ball and the hole location she's got to negotiate. Yeah, she just flopped it out on top of that mound.
It's gonna be good.
How about that execution and plan?
Yeah. Just one back. It's a good battle right now between these two stars. This is Chin So Bong for a birdie on the 11th. She's a player that plays her golf on the Korean LPGA, but we've been very impressed with the way that she's played here this week. Struggled on the front 9, but look at that. Makes the turn and 2 birdies. Nelly Korda has reached the tee at the 17th.
It's only about a 10-yard wide area where that hole is located today, and she manages that wind perfectly. Be aggressive with this one, breaking to her left.
Yeah.
2 over is a tie for 6th for Nelly Korda.
Up to 18 in the third from the bunker for Korda. 5 birdies, 5 bogeys on the card today for Nelly. They love it.
This is Somi Lee for a birdie at the 13th. Just outside of 18 feet and makes it. So that's back-to-back birdies for Somi Lee, and she is at 1 over par earlier today. This, of course, is the drivable par 4 15th.
She has plenty of power, Tom. I expect this to maybe use that backstop. Oh, it takes a very soft bounce. What a beautiful shot. Likes these drivable par 4s, huh?
This is her second at 18.
And Tom mentioned it, just how important this could be for her career, not just monetarily, but keeping her tour card. And what?
This is sensational.
That is an exceptional shot from the rough. It's been the hardest green to hit all day.
She has hit some shots out here today. Found it, curled it in.
Everything doesn't seem quite so intense. It just feels like you can make something happen over here as opposed to fighting everything.
Oh, it did climb up on the green, and now it should come back. Yes, there you go. It's going to run all the way back down and probably end up flag high. And so Lexi will have a putt to get to level par. Just 103 yards here at the 17th. Chisato Iwai on the tee. Oh yeah, nicely done. Dancing around the hole. Wind has been wreaking havoc here. All right, no problem at all for Lexi. Got to credit all of our hardworking crew here.
Start from here, one shot at a time. Well, that was a really good swing, strong and accurate.
Yeah, that started on her intended line, Kay. Oh, it's coming in hot, though.
Don't want to go too far because it'll get stuck at the top. No, it's going to get the roll back. This could be really good.
That was her best swing I've seen in probably an hour.
Something that she works on, trying to cover the ball with her chest. And that one, she did that to perfection. Some of the others, she's coming up and out of it a little bit.
So 2 for 2 out of the sand today.
What a shot.
I think it might be 3 for 3.
Yeah. She's tied for 12th after that round of 68. So Minji has a chance to match it, maybe even better it, but coming into a very difficult part of the golf course, 16, 17, 18.
Looks like she's setting up outside the hole right.
Oh my goodness, that was a great opportunity.
Morgan, I guess, just played a little bit too much break with that speed.
Yeah, just a couple lip outs here. It's been a pretty easy fairway to hit today, relatively speaking. 80% of the field finding this fairway.
She loves it.
Not even watching it.
Nope.
She just is built for courses like this. Talked to Kari Webb about it, said she rises to the occasion on the toughest test. Think about certainly what led her to her.
But almost the entire length of green to deal with.
What a shot. And how important that might be come tomorrow afternoon.